Welcome everybody to another video and welcome to the drama between Aprilia and Jorge Martin, World Championship leader in a Premier class in MotoGP. Does he have right to leave the contract? We're going to find out in this video. After signing with Aprilia 2 years contract for 2025 and 2026, Jorge Martin was unable to race in the first half season due to the pre-season testing crash in Malaysia. He fractured his right arm and the multiple left foot bones that led to the surgery. Later on in Thailand GP in training ride, he had another high side where he broke his left wrist that needed another surgery. So due to the injuries that needed multiple surgeries, he missed first 3 rounds and he returned for a Qatar GP where he suffered collapsed lung and 11 broken ribs in a 14-lap crash.
This will be a fast crash. He's gone down through turn 12. He's wide. Just went over the curb there and dropped it coming out of turn 12. That will be a fast old crash through there, Jorge Martin.
Also, he was not asked by Aprilia to compete in a 4th round in Qatar. He was the one that initiated it. Also, he was advised by his fellow competitors to take his time and let his body fully recover before he returns to the racing. So, drama started right after that. Martin wanted out of the deal contract with Aprilia that includes performance clause. If RSGP isn't competitive by first 6 races, he has right to terminate the deal. Due to the injuries, he missed nearly all of those and he believes right now that he is free to go after 2025 season is over. On another side, Aprilia resists. CEO Massimo Rivola insists that the contract is valid until the end of 2026. They claim that the performance clause hasn't been triggered. Martin's manager, Albert Valera, claims that Martin executed the clause and he is free from 2026, maybe exploring some options, include Honda's. Honda stood their ground and they said they won't hire any rider unless the rider is free from any other contract, but they're also very interested in a rider such as Jorge Martin, championship leader for the last year in a Premier class. Dorna CEO Carmelo Espaleta warned all the parties must come to agreement or wait for the judge's decision before Martin is free to sign with another team. Well, Martin have completed only 14 laps out of the 11 races by now. Due to the injuries, that's why we don't have a number 1 on the grid. In my opinion, if Martin was racing this season will look way different. A big portion was missed and we definitely miss him on the racetrack. I really like his riding style and I think he's a true champion. Hopefully we're going to see him in a second half season to see what he's capable to do with the RSGP 25. His return was set for a second half season start in Brno, July 20th. Also, I think Aprilia needs champion on their RSGP so they can keep going with the progress and make competitive bike that will bring them first championship in a Premier class. Aprilia point to the Marco Bezzecchi victory in a Silverstone and a podium place in Assen as a evidence that bike is capable of winning. So we don't know what actually is going on behind the scene, what is exactly in a Martin's head and what does he know that we don't. Does he have right to leave Aprilia? Is it right for him to look for another team? Please let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear your opinion. Thank you for watching and I'm gonna see you next week where we are going to talk about the first half season results. Goodbye.